dance for joy or lust or anger.
Welcome to Sensible Secondhand Reviews, a series where we look at practical and sensible cars that you can buy, normally for a budget of between £1,000 and £5,000. In this case, there's a bit more than that. And we put them through their paces. This is a 2022 Hyundai Ioniq 1.6 GDI Premium SE. This is the standard hybrid model. But is it any good? Should you care? Let's find out, shall we? So the Hyundai Ioniq, or the original Ioniq, there are other Ioniqs available now, was launched in 2016. It was, I think, the very first car in the world to be available with three different electrified powertrain options. One is this standard hybrid model, which is the majority of these. Then you could get a plug-in hybrid, and I think in 2017 the fully electric model came in. We're going to be focusing on the standard hybrid and then the plug-in hybrid models because those are the most common. This one has a 139 brake horsepower 1.6 litre engine, and 0 to 60 in this particular model is about 10.5 seconds. We have a twin clutch automatic gearbox in this. It's bizarrely like it's not a CVT like in a Prius, and the Prius is the main competitor really to Ioniq. It's a twin clutch here. Now there is a sport mode. I'll put it in sport mode, and oh my gosh, it's gone red and we've gone faster. I better put that back into eco mode because the majority of people will not be driving an Ioniq in sport mode. It's not really that sort of car. There we go. It's very comfortable in here. This premium SE model has got just absolutely everything on it. It's a very late one, this. They finished production late in 2022, so it's a very late car. It's just got everything. I've got heated seats, I've got cooled seats, I've got cameras all surrounding me. Just absolutely everything. You get a little bit of boost of going off here. You can have it in full EV mode, which actually we're in at the moment, but it won't last for that long particularly. The thing about this is that you can also, of course, get the plug-in hybrid model, and you get 39 miles when new of electric range, which I'm sure was sort of great. But this feels very, very relaxed to drive. Put it in sport mode, go around this corner, see if the steering wakes up a bit, which it has actually done, and we just put it through here. I mean, we're not going to get sort of the most sporty handling. It's okay. It leans a fair bit, as you'd imagine, but it's not nearly as bad as probably you would imagine from something like this. But Prius, I have driven one. I drove back about 6 years ago on the channel. I drove a Prius from I think it was an 18 registration one, and that wasn't the most sporty thing either. But then these cars aren't designed for that at all. I've also driven a very close relative of this, the Kia Niro, in 2021. It was also a standard model. It wasn't a plug-in hybrid, and again, the Niro had the same powertrain options as the Ioniq has. Really, it just depends with those what we prefer. Do you prefer the styling of like a little SUV, or do you prefer this kind of some large hatchback? And my blind spot monitor's come on. There we go, another feature we've got. And some people would prefer the Niro, some prefer this. Gerard, who says it's not particularly exciting to drive, and it probably isn't. Not even in sport mode, but you don't buy this. You buy this car for the fact that we've got extremely good fuel economy, and in this car the official figures say 83 miles per gallon. I don't know how much I personally think that it will do that. I don't know. I'll have a look at sort of economy figures in a bit, but at the moment it says over 91 hours this car's doing 59 miles per gallon, so I don't think that's bad. The engine's not in turbocharged actually in this. It's just a standard 1.6 direct injection unit, and the feeling I'm getting just driving around in this is that it's very comfortable. The driving position is good. and you can adjust the steering wheel. It's got electric heated seats in this as well, but also ventilated. So you can get a nice, decent driving position. Visibility is quite good, although there is no rear wiper, viewers. And you know that I don't like cars particularly without a rear wiper. So here we are down at Port Solent again. I'm very grateful to Gerard for cleaning this car to an inch of its life. Actually, it looks in really, really nice condition. Well, of course it is. It's only done 24,000 miles and it's only 3 years old, so you sort of expect that. But yeah, I think clean like this, it looks pretty nice in this sort of colour. Maybe I'd go for maybe like a grey or something, but yeah, it's good. Premium SE is everything on this car. We've got multiple cameras, we've got parking sensors all round and keyless entry and all this sort of stuff. This is a facelifted car. They came in 2019. Open up the boot. Obviously you can see we don't have a rear wiper, which is a shame, but you know, a lot of cars are like this these days. Now the boot volume does vary depending on whether you've got the standard car like this, the standard hybrid, or the plug-in hybrid, or the electric. This car is the biggest boot. We don't have the plug-in hybrid batteries in here. It's about 450 litres, even more if you load to the roof. The plug-in hybrid is I think about 350, and the electric one is even less than that. So if we open this up, I would prefer, really, I think you might even be able to fit a spare wheel in there actually, possibly, although I don't think any of them came with it. But that trade's never been touched, has it? You wouldn't expect that. Got quite a high lip on the floor, which is a little bit of an issue with this car, but I think a lot of things are like this, aren't they? So it's not a, you know, exactly end of the world. I think my old Seat Toledo was like this, wasn't it? And it's just a normal tailgate, even on a premium SE, which is top of the range. So yeah, let's get in the back and see how much room is in there. It's probably huge as well. Yeah, loads and loads of room. The only thing I've noticed is this particular fabric in here. It's not even fabric, is it? It's just plastic, which is a shame, because you've got things like heated rear seats. You've got big door bins and things in here. It's a shame that we don't have this slightly nicer material on the door card, but same in like a Golf would be the same anyway. So, you know, I'm not going to get too upset about that. Can't remember if this is real leather or faux leather in here. We've got some cup holders in the armrest here, and I've got loads of room in here. It's no problem really. The only thing I would say is that if you're very, very tall, and your head might sort of brush against the roof line because of the sloping bit, and if that is a problem, then you could just, I don't know, buy a Kia Niro, but virtually the same car as just underneath in terms of the powertrain options. Got some nets on the back of the seats. Back to my driving position there. I think it's Gerard's as well. He's, like I say about me, about 5'11". So plenty of room for the family in here, I would have thought, even for like long journeys, no problem. I mean, my head is just about touching the roof in here, but if I slouched down, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. Everything feels quite well made. You'd expect that on a car like this. Yeah, the only thing I've noticed is we don't have any sort of LED interior lights, which I might have been expecting, but I'm not really concerned about it. Yeah, let's get in the front, shall we? So, keyless entry, nice sort of metal effect on top of the door handles here, blind spot monitoring, and all kinds of stuff. We've got, oh gosh, we've got so that lane keeping assist and lane departure warning and all sorts of things, and rear cross traffic alert, and etc, 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 all sorts of things in here. Just turn it on by pressing that button there. We've got the large center display in here. The standard ones I think were 8. I think this might be more than that actually. This might be actually a larger one than that. Let me just shut the door 1 second. So there we go, that's Port Solent, that's where we are. All sorts of things to play with. I think this might even be like a 10 in this landscape display. We've got other things we can have in here. We've got media and things like that. Sounds of nature. I love sounds of nature in Kias and Hyundai. Let's have a look and see what we can do in here. Lively forest. I can't hear anything. It's not right. Oh, it's there. Okay. Car motion waves. Rainy day. Is that calming? I suppose if you sort of ASMR, isn't it? Then open a cafe. Do we have the sound of breaking plates in here? No, we're not getting breaking plates yet, and a warm fireplace. The only thing about a warm fireplace, you're driving along and like you might think the car's on fire, so maybe not the best idea. Do we have snowy day? So, the sound of people throwing snowballs and things. Yes. Excellent views. What's my favourite? I don't know actually. Oop, there we go. Let's go for media and let's just stop that for a second. Right. So we can look in the setup as well. Nice clear screen. It's reasonably quick as well. We've actually got a phone connection with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in here as well. It's not connected, of course, at the moment. So we'll just sort of leave that. Do we have a back button, like a physical back button here? Do we have to go to the top? It's a shame we got to go to the top. I mean, I prefer a physical back button, but, you know, there we go. It's not the end of the world, is it? What sort of vehicles we do on the vehicle settings? It's just a climate control, so there's not that much in there, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's, you can probably configure that. I'm not going to sort of fiddle with it too much. Does Blue Link include Android Auto and Apple CarPlay? No. No, it doesn't. Yeah, right. So we've got the climate control buttons here. They are very sleek and integrated here. We've got dual zone climate control, and we can, you know, do whatever we want to do with climate control. Down here, hopefully we can see this properly. We've got two 12-volt sockets and a USB in there. That is also a wireless charging pad, although you're going to need a compatible phone for that. And look at all these settings on here. We've got parking sensor turn off. We've got the camera view. Now, does that sort of configures me? I'm going to start the car for this. There we go. Right, so if we do this camera view here, does that actually go between things? Okay, let's go into reverse. There we go. So does this cycle through my camera views? What's the point of that then? Because we've only got reversing camera, that doesn't do anything. Brilliant. How about my ventilated seats? Can we put ventilated seats and heated seats on at the same time? No, we can't. We can only do one or the other. Never mind. Let's turn that off. We don't need that at the moment, do we? We've only got the same here. We've got a heated steering wheel, which is absolutely fantastic. Heated ventilated seats for the driver. Automatic hold for the handbrake. Electronic handbrake. I'm not that fond of, but you know, we'll give it a pass on this occasion. Do my secret mission documents go into the glove box, viewers? Let's have a look. See if they do. The auto hold is not actually on at the moment, so that's why the car rolled back about an inch or something. I have to clean that stuff out. No, just put it in here. There we go. Put it in there, and you get some sort of cup holders in there too. You get a compartment for the sunglasses. Although there's no. Oh, there are some sunglasses here today. Let's not steal those, viewers. Let's let the owners have them. We've got a cup holder down here. We've got a space. But actually, can I see sockets go in here? Oh yes, see them there. And we've got another USB port down there, which is fantastic. Although I've just realised I can't close my thing, so we're going to have to take that out. Okay. Got a little place here. I don't know where you put the key. There's another place. As far as I can you charge the key. I've got it in my pocket. And then we've got a load of buttons on here. We've got powerful mirrors, we've got automatic up and down driver and passenger windows, we've got heated memory seats as well, which is fantastic, and 12-volt reset if you need that. Right, let's just very quickly, you want to close the door again, go on to here and just have a look through the totals. We can have a look at 59 miles per gallon. That's the driving I've been doing. Actually, hang on, I didn't do my driving today. Okay, never mind. That's today's driving though. My driving style is economical 71%, which is good. Energy flow is, you know, if you're going along, say if we're charging the battery or whatever, we've got a charge meter on the left, power on the right, but eco, you obviously want to be within the eco range, don't you? If we press this button here, we can see other things. That's the compass settings. You can see how much we've got in terms of the range in the car, the tension levels. Good, I like higher tension level. There's my tyre pressures in bar, lane keeping assist, and all the driver assistance things. There's absolutely loads and loads and loads of these systems in this car. There's absolutely tons and tons of them. Just in case you need them, maybe you don't feel you don't, but there you go. Lane following assist and all sorts of things in here, and driver attention, lead vehicles, sway warning, forward safety, lane safety, blind spot safety, absolutely everything that you would possibly need. What more could you ask for, viewers? So there's that. What's it there? So yeah, lane keeping assist, attention level, whatever he's always used to that. I think that's sort of most things. You've got automatic lights and wipers in this car as well, because it's a premium SE. There's the button for the adaptive cruise control. There are the buttons for the stereo. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like anything else you would probably need in a car like this, and I can't think of very much. Not very much at all. Obviously, not of all of them as well equipped as this. The SE model, which is a base model of the car, this lot doesn't have anywhere near this level of central screen in it, which is a shame. And there's the same mirror in here as in my SsangYong Tivoli. It's actually the same, even though it's in the SsangYong. Isn't that fun? Right, let's get out of here before I start talking about absolute rubbish again. So this is the 1.6 litre GDI engine developing 139 horsepower. So you can see we've got two separate coolant reservoirs on here, one for the sort of electric motor and then one for the standard motor as well. Big plastic cover under there. Obviously you're not going to be wanting to do too much home maintenance on this. This car is still under warranty, of course, so all of these came with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. I think the facelifted front end, which came in 2019, does make the car look a bit better. Of course, on a premium SE like this, there's front parking sensors, which is good, and the the camera-driven safety stuff is probably hidden under that badge, isn't it, in this car? Can't see it at the bottom, so nice, neat integration there. Other than that, yeah, there's not much more to say, really. We'll go over some of the issues that these cars have had over the years. There's not many, but yeah, you're not going to be under here too much anyway, are you, really? I've heard some of these doing 160 to 200,000 miles and then being okay, so it's obviously a nice thing. Right, let's go for another drive, shall we, viewers?
So very pleasant to drive in town, very pleasant to drive on the motorway. This particular model's got absolutely everything you could possibly need in life. I don't even know why it didn't make a successor to this. Probably just electrification got in the way, and Hyundai wanted to be a sort of forward-thinking company, and so that's kind of what happened. I imagine there are quite a few people who like these. There aren't too many even sort of reliability issues reported with these. We'll have a look at those more in a second, but overall this is just a really, really nice car. I can see why he likes it so much. I can see why somebody would just want to have one of these, and the prices are coming down. I mean, at the moment we aren't quite in the normal territory of sensible second-hand reviews for these. Prices start at about £6,000 to £6,500. They will come down as they age, and actually I can see why get up to sort of 83 miles per gallon. Maybe sort of 60 or is more realistic for this. And you're not likely to have too many problems with these sort of cars. They're nice and spacious. They're not exciting, but like, you buy a car like this, do you really need it to be particularly exciting? So viewers, should you consider a Hyundai Ioniq for your budget of between £1,000 and £5,000, or actually a lot more than that? But these cars started at about £6,500, and something like this, a late premium SE, you're looking at maybe sort of £18,000 something like this, or more. But regardless of that, I think there's some trim levels actually. The SE was the basic one, later replaced with the SE Connect. The SE I don't think really had anything like this nice touchscreen in it. Then there's a premium and a premium SE. I think the premium SE are the only ones you can get the plug-in hybrid powertrain with. And this, the top of the range one is a premium SE.
You can also get a first edition. For some reason, that was only on the facelift cars. Although first edition you expected at the launch, but there we go. There are some issues that have been reported with these, but they tend to be quite minor. Some of them are, if you go uphill, the traction battery doesn't deliver enough power, and also if you don't change the fuel filter, then the fuel pump can clog, and that can be a bit of a disaster, really, which isn't the best. And sometimes the sat-nav systems can crash, but this one seems fine to me. So should you consider one of these? Well, it depends what you want. It's not the fastest and sportiest car, and you know they are still quite expensive. They hold their value quite well. So trying to find one for the sort of money which you might expect typically will be featured on this channel might be a little tricky. But I don't see why not. It's a very relaxing car to drive. It's very well equipped. They tend to be quite dependable. This car's still within its warranty period. It's unlimited miles. This car's done 24,000, so it's not a lot really. So, yes, I think generally if I were looking for one of these for somebody, I wouldn't really hesitate particularly unless it's not been serviced or anything like that. And I have heard of these doing quite high mileage. And I'm grateful to Gerald for letting me have a go in his car, which is in great condition actually, this. So thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video in the comment below. And we shall see you again soon for hopefully, this time, reasonably priced motoring.
Every blue day, every day with blue skies.